Hey.
Oh, hello. Sorry about that. Little bit of a communication issue. Lily is getting out of the shower right now, so it'll be a second for her, but I'm here.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I feel pretty good.
Had a good week?
Well, improving. Things have been improving. I feel better.
Well, it's good
And
to hear.
I'm starting to figure out my powers. I'm working on at least my conscious brain is starting to figure out these powers for real. At least for in terms of this universe.
I see.
And and uh and essentially pretty much I was told by, everybody from C197, just, Mighty Chan, Mewtwo, and whatnot. They told me I needed to definitely meditate and search within myself a whole bunch.
And have you done that?
Yeah, doing that. I still have a lot more in-depth work to do, but making good progress. And I also went out today. I went down to the Ivy Creek nature area and walked a lap around and stopped by the creek. Had to meditate, sit on a big old rock, and put my feet in the water.
And how did that feel?
It's cold, but it was good. Felt alive.
That's good to hear.
Oh yeah,
So,
among that's also a part of aspect of reconnecting with nature.
yes. So, what have you been thinking about over the past week?
It's hard to see offhand, but just think about everything, and of course the dimension merge, everybody, and just reanalyzing the situation and myself and present and so on and so forth. It's a lot of brain work,
Yes,
but
I can
but
definitely understand that.
but yeah, I mean it's not as much brain work as projecting myself so much and being in another universe a lot of the time and doing all that work.
Yes. So, speaking of doing a lot of work, so while you were in C197, I understand you caught up on comic book pages and stuff like that. When do you think that's going to be released?
Well, considering all those books are in C197, I'd say post Dimension Merge
Uh
in
huh.
the very near future.
So,
Because I'm still unlocking my powers for this universe, which will shortly enough be fully tangible and workable to where I could literally do a show for everybody. Be like, hey, I can do this, I can do that. Hey,
have you thought
here's a
about
thunderbolt.
have you thought about like uploading a YouTube video or something on Twitter?
Hmm. Yes, I have thought about it, but the way my powers manifest in this universe at this point, it's like they're more tangible in feeling. So it's like you'd have to be right here in person to feel it, or you had to be so sensitive that you had to feel it and actually see it. If I were to record a video,
Well, I would know what you're doing, and I'm sure other psychics out there, if they watched it, would be able to feel the energy coming from it. So I don't really see the harm in uploading a video of you trying to manifest something.
we'll take that into consideration and think about that further.
Yeah.
I'm I'm also figuring out my other self mental blocks just so I can dispose of them and get them out of the way.
Well, why don't you tell me about those?
Well, the obvious one, the fact that I was born high functionally autistic, I mostly got over that.
And how did you get over that?
Just pretty much
Sorry, mate. Just got out of the shower. Hello?
Hey there.
Hey there, Christine. Sorry about that.
We're talking
Hi.
about kind of roadblocks in Christine's life and how she's gotten over them.
I see. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Well, not it's mostly various and whatnot, but it's really about I'm trying to think of the term here. I have the term written down. It was essentially just trying to clear away any remaining self-judgments and self-criticisms.
Of course.
So there's that. Anyway, to catch you up, and I've been doing a lot of further self-examining and meditating, looking more into myself as opposed to outward.
Mm-hmm.
And I also took a nature walk today and meditated on a big old rock. Dipped my feet in a flowing river. It was cold, but it felt alive and it felt great.
Oh, that's really wonderful. I understand the was this introspection? Did this involve the gazebo? Is that part of your nature walk? It's like a kind of interdimensional rift. Is that what it is? I'm sorry.
Well, the gazebo in the backyard is it's kind of like a beacon or a kind of a link between the two universes as well. But I'm talking about in reference to earlier. I was talking about today where I went to a nature area and walked a big old lap around there, down and up hills.
That's great. That's really great. I really feel like I think it's the same for you. Kind of your psychic energy, spiritual energy really gets awakened when you're in these kind of nature settings.
Yeah. Plus, also I've realized and learned recently that my both my root and sacral chakras, they need a heavy amount of recharging because all my energy is just in between my third and crown and soul star chakra points. So those are like overcharged.
Mm-hmm.
So I've taken conscious ability to redirect energy from the higher chakra points down to the lower one, the access energy.
So I saw on Twitter today that you posted about the amount of willpower it takes to manifest something in this dimension.
It's not brain power. It's not willpower.
Yeah,
but,
physical power.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us, like, exactly how much power that takes?
Well, you're psychics. You should know.
That is very true, but sometimes it's good to hear a second opinion.
It is good to hear a second opinion. Anyway, yeah, it takes massive amounts, and obviously my brain is overpowered along with all my other ability, along with the rest of my body and everything, but it still gets very tiring.
Mm-hmm. So, Lily, do you have anything to ask?
I'm sorry. I'm just still kind of spaced out from I just got out of the shower and was just doing my evening routine. Let me think.
Yeah, I kind of feeling zoning in and out myself right now.
Very interesting. Maybe there's something connecting all of us in our spacing.
Yeah, it's definitely connected with the dimension merge, or as I heard somebody else call it. Darn it, that word today there, but.
Yeah, I definitely think it's probably like a mind merge. Like the dimensions haven't fully merged yet, but our consciousness might be kind of phasing in and out of between the dimensions.
Yeah, that's when we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm sorry, I'm, like, a little tired.
Yeah, I'm a little tired too. I'm trying to think of this word, but anyway, yeah, dimension merge. Everybody who is psychic, magic, or just at least that high level sensitive, I mean, we all are feeling this, so yeah, and we're all in this together. So everybody's at least doing a little bit, if not a massive amount, among like the levels I've done. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. It's good to know that we're not alone.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a shame that we can't actually show this to some regular mental neurotypical type of person who's like, hey, come on, manifest something in front of us. But then it's like, I'm still having difficulty doing it in this universe.
Mm-hmm. So, did you find in the C-197 manifesting came with a lot greater ease due to the magic that was lost?
Yes, it's a lot easier there.
Can even oh, sorry, that was I was gonna say, could even non-magical people do it, but everyone's magical there. My bad.
Yeah. I think it's mostly psychics and magic types, and then also creative types who write, draw, and so forth that have explored C-197, at least in their imaginations and whatnot. It's like in SNT versus Sonic 2, where Opus Con and Courtney end up writing things into effect while they were in Universe N641 with SNT to get out of that massive dimension merge, which mistakenly did that to all of the other universes as opposed to just the two neighboring.
Right, and there's an infinite number of universes according with the multiverse and all that.
Yep.
So, is it just C-137's merging, or is it every universe?
It's just 1218 and C-197.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, mixing them up. So will the rest join at one time, or are these the only two that are fated to join?
Most of the other pairs of universes within all the other dimensions, they have merged.
So we're behind
this pair, our pair of universes here, is amongst the last to be.
Right. So we're kind of behind the trends. Everyone else is already merging, and we're behind all of them.
Yeah, but in a sense, it's a good thing because like Magic-Chan and Mewtwo, they were able to observe into the other dimensions and universes, those that did merge, and were able to see and witness it as it happened, what events happened that led to that eventuality in there, so they could make that, so we could get that in similar effects to what we have here within this timeline between our pair of universes.
Right. And that'll, we can kind of be more prepared and not
that's the deal.
Repeat mistakes that maybe other pairs have made.
Yeah, like for an obvious example, one time just in a distant dimension, essentially the Sonichu Prime there just usurped the powers and abilities from his respective Chris Chan and took over Chris Chan's role. And that did not work out at all. And then obviously another one was where that Chris Chan was just all dark magic, dark power, as opposed to light magic and light powered, and that didn't work out either.
Did that Chris Chan turn evil, or just
yeah.
Wow. Have you had any obviously not physical but spiritual encounters with this version?
I've encountered just pretty much nearly all of my other self counterparts between all the other dimensions and universes and timelines. And then, of course, I have a bunch of sub-counterparts to C197.
Are you friends with any of them? I understand that. I know they can't all be bad.
Yeah, I'm friends and acquaintances and neutral relationships on with the majority of them. So we kind of have a neutral to good vibes for the most part between each other as a group.
Right.
Anyway, so what have y'all been feeling lately? Seeing.
I've been seeing a lot of energy in Virginia, and I'm pretty sure that's you. Just generally like manifesting and kind of bringing together, and I don't know, I remember we talked last week about relationships and stuff like that. Has anything happened with that?
Yeah, a bit of progress on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I managed to get a little bit of a further understanding in that from my further internal self-exploration. I still need to list out things like what I would be desired for such satisfaction from a partner, if not Magi-chan, that would manifest herself within this universe.
And you're looking for a girl, a female, right? So not
well, my body is, yeah, but also on that note, I've learned that the important key is self-love, because if I love myself the way I would want my partner to love me, so I can have all that figured out, then that would attract, and then that aspect would attract the other person. It's like you're programming a magnet with these certain qualities to attract this type of individual, and then eventually, when you get all the details sorted out, then whoop, got him.
Right. If you know what you want, it's easier to manifest it. You gotta know exactly what you're looking for. So I understand. Magi-chan is polyamorous in polyamorous relationships, correct?
Yeah, between me, Magi-chan, Grizel Rosechu, Sylvana Rosechu, and the one and only Mewtwo that was cloned in Giovanni's lab, we're all married together. The 5 of us.
It's not that those are just Magi-chan's partners, and then you two share. You all share each other.
Yeah, we all share each other, and it's a very good. It's also open relationships for any other explorations.
Right.
Because considering heavy psychic power types, this particular arrangement and extra dimensional, and at least in Grizel's case. So yeah, there's all that.
Right. Well,
but yeah, it's polyamorous, and I just feel like this is a good fit for me, and it allows me room to still. I mean, especially in this universe, if not Magi-chan, find somebody who can actually satisfy my body's physical needs. Though with my realization that I needed self-love, I managed to find within my abilities the healing energy to where I could actually instill the positive feelings of that particular type of satisfactory love upon myself, so that I can make my body feel better.
Right, that's great, and then that's also great to hear about the how polyamorous relationship works, because I understand with a lot of people who are in poly relationships, if it's kind of you're not sharing all the partners, there can be a lot of jealousy and self-resentment. So that's a good way to avoid that.
Yeah.
Have you had any difficulties with the polyamory, or I understand a lot of people need counseling, go to support groups for that, or have you been fine with it?
We've gotten along for the most part, and we've adapted, considering we're a group of psychic types, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's
a much deeper connection.
We have a deeper connection, yes.
Exactly. Okay.
And then we work together a little better. There's if you look on Amazon Prime, there's there's a kind of like a pseudo. Hang on. Oh, okay. There's a pseudo softcore porn documentary type of show called Polyamory. It explores couples in polyamorous relationships. There's 2 seasons. I believe it aired on Cinemax or HBO, but it's on Amazon Prime.
Right. Okay. I might have to check that out. Honestly, personally, I suppose my psychic abilities are not developed to the point where I could be okay with the polyamorous relationship. I feel like I have too many insecurities and stuff like that. But I do suspect that once I kind of ascend further, I might be able to engage in that sort of thing.
Well, at least you're interested, so that's a good. So that's good.
Yeah, it's. I think it's very important for what's it called? Kind of strengthening your psychic bonds. The more love you have in your life, the more powerful it becomes.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I unfortunately will have to cut it short very soon because I have to schedule something for tomorrow. But is there anything else that we want to talk about before?
Well, I guess I'm mostly good for now. But yeah, both of y'all keep open and monitor as much as you both see or feel over the next week until the next time we get together and talk.
Of course, yes, that's our bad. We need to. We'll have more prepared for next time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This was kind of a.
I
was not prepared. This was not our A game.
Well, that's all right. It's all right. I'm somewhat on A game, but I'm not totally perfect either. So, it's all good.
Yeah, cancels out. Well, Christine, you have a good night.
Well, y'all have a good night too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.